Hello and welcome to F1 Today. The topic for today's video are: Mercedes F1 co-owner wants to buy Manchester United. Daniel Ricciardo revealed that F1 still really gets him jacked. Let's start the video. Sir Jim Ratcliffe, a co-owner of the Mercedes F1 team, is exploring purchasing a share in Manchester United, a Premier League team, as the team's current owners are considering selling a minority stake. Ratcliffe owns 33% of the Mercedes F1 team, together with Daimler AG, the owner of Mercedes-Benz, and current team principal Toto Wolff. The Ineos CEO billionaire looks to be seeking for a football team to invest in, as he was part of a group that offered to buy Chelsea Football Club, which also included Sir Lewis Hamilton. Nevertheless, in the end, a group led by Todd Boehly and Clearlake Capital would win the race to buy Chelsea. Ratcliffe already owns two professional football teams, FC Lausanne Sport of Switzerland and Nice of France's top tier. The Glazer family, who acquired ownership of Manchester United in 2005, has had a tumultuous history with the club's supporters. The team is at the bottom of the standings after the first two games of the new season, and its future is uncertain. The Glazers originally demanded £6 billion to sell the Red Devils, a team that is currently burdened with gross debts of up to £600 million. However, rumors that the Glazer family may now be willing to sell a small ownership part in the club are growing louder. If the club is for sale, Jim is definitely a potential buyer, Ratcliffe's spokesperson confirmed to The Times. If something like this was possible, we would be interested in talking with a view to long-term ownership. This is not about the money that has been spent or not spent. Jim is looking at what can be done now and, knowing how important the club is to the city, it feels like the time is right for a reset. Daniel Ricciardo revealed that F1 still really gets him jacked in his first interview since rumors of his potential exit from McLaren gathered traction. Ricciardo has received a lot of attention since former Red Bull teammate Sebastian Vettel announced his retirement on the eve of the Hungarian Grand Prix weekend. The announcement of Fernando Alonso as the German's replacement at Aston Martin was followed by a string of increasingly strange events. Despite the fact that Daniel Ricciardo has a contract with McLaren through the end of the 2023 season, Oscar Piastri, the 2021 Formula 2 champion, is anticipated to replace Ricciardo at the Woking-based team to drive alongside Lando Norris in the next season. Since joining McLaren last year, the 8-time Grand Prix champion has found it difficult to keep up with Lando Norris, who consistently outperforms Ricciardo. It has become even more obvious how differently they performed this year compared to last. The truth is, the highs you get are just so high because so much goes into it. Of course, you take risks, like to win a race for example. You haven't gone for a Sunday drive. You've put it all on the line. The team has. You've pushed your body, mentally and physically. So then the high and the reward is pretty amazing and pretty spectacular. I could probably keep going, but there are a few things. I believe I still thrive off it because I still believe I belong in Formula 1 and can do it. That's what really gets me jacked. And the love of it, as well as knowing that any weekend that could be there, like it could be around the corner, Monza last year, that was, a week before in Zandvoort. No one was predicting that, not even myself. So even just the thought of a weekend like that could be 1 week away, it's pretty cool. Ricciardo believes he belongs in F1. Ricciardo added, the competition. It has to be one of the only sports in the world where there's only 20 people doing it. The competition is such like a small 0.001% of a group. So to be able to not only be part of that group but to compete inside that group, that's such a unique thing in itself. And so I love that.